So I'm back with another video. This time I wanted to show, as promised, I wanted to show what water does. But before that, I don't want to show my face right now. I really am not feeling well. This is vitamin C soluble. Why is because, well, firstly, number one, on this side, remember I was talking about skin, right? So this is the beauty of skin, and I'm zooming on it, and you can see that it's actually technically healed from the cat scratch. Unfortunately, today I got another gift from my cat. So I just got this. So it's a fresh new wound. She really dug herself deep into my leg, and there I am bleeding profusely, and technically need to dab myself with tissues and stuff. The first tissue has already been really bad. It was blood all over the place, but yeah. So this is another round of healing that will take some time. So now I'm in a lot of pain, but yeah, life goes on, right? And work is work. So here's how I'm going to explain about water. So currently right now we are going through Saturn retrograde. Now Saturn is a occult planet. You can know is because everything to do with Satan is to do with magic. And I just mentioned that Satan is a planet of life, and it's a number of men. Everything that Satan does is actually, Satan is located in our brain, the part of us, third eye. That means the right ear. If you know, your third eye is a seat of psychic power and energy. And if you take Satan in a good way, right, he actually pushes you to action. So if you're talking about mental health illness, right, it's because there's no action being done. So that's why you are creating more and more mental health. And so I'm going to talk about, my god, I'm in so much pain right now. So I'm just going to talk about how water influences us, right? So we have 3 stages of water in science. The first stage is ice. That's molecules at its harder stage. Then we have water in its watery stage, and then another part of water is oxygen. It means currently right now the air, you can't see it, and the molecules are further apart from each other. Now this one is water. So basically what happens when you talk about water in a metaphorical term is that it is extremely flexible, very fluid, and Scorpio is governed by water. So I'm a very flexible person. I can if you throw me in any situation, I'll be able to like water, be very flexible. So what happens when you yourself do something, like for example, every human being is represented by this cup of water, this bowl of water, for example. So everything is inside here. Your life, your marriage, and whatever it is, this is your fate. When are you going to die? How many children are you going to have? Everything is here. And in the course of your life, you will go through all kinds of crossroads and stuff. And this is the time where you will sort of try to do this to your fate, try to do this to your destiny. Like for example, I'll give you an example about my ex. Okay, so again, the reason why I attracted my ex, like I've been doing law of attraction, law of manifestation. When I attracted my ex, I was at my lowest manifestation stage, which means I was already 30 plus. I was already in my early 30s. I was my first relationship with the guy was in 20 plus, and he broke up with me. And then, yeah, shocking, right? I get, people would actually break up with someone like me, but yes, it happens. And then by the time I just started working, I didn't want to think about it. I left, I went to Langkawi, and I started manifesting in this magical island. So Langkawi is about 500 million years old, the rock formation. It's really, really old. So anything to do with nature, right? Like Scorpios, we like it there. So this is a very good place to channel my energy. So I was doing a lot of, trying to manifest this thing. But what happened is, when my ex came into my life, by the way, I checked everything, his astrology, numerology, we were totally perfect, but unfortunately his mind is um he wasn't living in reality. Like for me, I'm a realist, I love to, like, governed by Satan. Everything is towards action. You have to push towards action. When Satan gives you thoughts, you have to make it real. He just gives you a hint, and then after that you have to sort of like push into action, and then you have to continue to work until it happens. But what happened was, when my ex came, I didn't know. I had a dream that if someone comes, I'm not supposed to reject him. And that's the time my ex came into my life. We started off as friends. And then after that, it was like friends introducing me to him in my previous workplace. And he's not even a Malaysian. I When he started to get serious, he spoke to my mom. My mom said okay. And there was a time where I knew, with my propheticness, which is my energy here, I knew that he will never change. And I actually tried to call off the relationship, but he told me that he spoke to his mom, and his mom knows. And I went all the way to his country to see his mom. So his mom knew me as the daughter-in-law, but he broke up with me because, like, I tried to make it happen. I tried to do everything I can. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this to my faith, and really, like, trying to, like, so I was introduced to what I was into. He's Catholic. I was introduced to his religion, his way of life, and then the whole entire family. I couldn't judge. Mother drank a lot, okay, and she also smoked a lot. I never judged her. And to be sad, to let everyone know, I lost her, or we all lost her, in 2018, because she passed away because of heart attack. And I think it was merely because that it was her son, because he broke up with me. We were supposed to get married, the whole family knew about it, but he called it off because of something his friends said. So and that's fine, because the whole entire family, who still keeps in touch with me, says thank God you never got married to him, because he's not doing very well. But again, I don't wish harm on anybody. This is his own karma, his own faith, and I don't blame him, because I manifested again based on not my cup. So when you talk about water, okay, as an element, so I gave an example of how it works, right? No matter, this is nature. So when you talk about scorpion's water nature, there's something very magical about Scorpio. We govern occult, we govern death, we are the leaders of the entire zodiac, and we created, like, the ancestors of long time ago, the Scorpius constellation literally created Scorpio as the leaders, because they are the only ones who can connect directly to nature. So what happens is, like, no matter what you do with Scorpio, you do this, like, even any of the signs, you do this, right? No matter what you do, you just mix up the water, it will go back to normal again. That is the reason why we say, if this represents nature and this is nature, I see it as it is, this is water, you cannot change water. This is, no matter how much, like, when I do this, like, we're calling it, currently what I'm doing is I'm introducing the world to what we call the butterfly effect, which is the change transformation effect, that it only Scorpio has it. Scorpio is the only sign that has this power, this healing power and all that. And I'm doing this, and I'm actually creating ripples, and this thing is spinning around, and it will continue to spin until people realize that you need to change. So I'm, like, continuing to do this. But for example, the ripples I'm spinning will never change. It's still going to spin in ripples. Whereas, like, for things that people are trying to do, you're trying to change something that is not meant for you. No matter how much you influence, you can do whatever you want. You can do magic, you can do occult. I govern occult, okay. Anything, tarot card, occult, animals, nature, whatever. This is our specialty as Scorpio. No one can beat us. And the funny part is, we are not power hungry. At the end of the day, I understand that I am nothing. I'm a little, like a tiny little tick on this planet. I don't mean anything, but all I want to do, or all I'm trying to do with everybody else, is just to like say to the earth, no, I'm so sorry for what I've done. I made a mistake, we made a mistake, the ancestors made a mistake. They cut down all the trees, they killed the biodiversity, they've ruined everything, and we are suffering for what our ancestors have done. So because of this, the ancestors push us, the current generation, that we need to change, we need to have changes. That is the reason why I was triggered. I go through what we call a near death experience. Um you come into a phoenix form, and when it's phoenix, you sort of become almost liquid. You can't feel, no one can do anything to this energy, because even if they throw a lot of things inside the phoenix energy, the phoenix energy will never die. So that is all I wanted to share about water. So water, be flexible like water. When don't be hard, like why Scorpio is the best, or why we don't need to compare with the other signs. We are already at the highest, the top level, the tier and stuff, is because the earth signs, they're very hard, they're very stubborn, they're very rigid. So when I pour water on them, they become soft and then they grow. Okay, when it comes to the fire entities, they're extremely very they're very stubborn, also hot-headed and very angry. So when I take water and I pour on top of them, they calm down. That is how we are really powerful. When it comes to air is very moody, very temperamental and stuff. So when I take water and I use water on them, and I use a different kind of tone, very calming tone, right? Even the air energies also will calm down. So that is the power of water. That's the reason why we got this energy. That's the reason why we want to share it to you. We use a lot of philosophies. We're very deep people, and there is really, really so much things to share that a Scorpio can talk about. And I hope by sharing this, you guys can understand that why I do the things I do, why I sort of like giving myself time to as much as I can share. And then when the time comes, I will give up social media and like literally live in a reality. So I hope to see you guys in the future, where we can really speak face to face, see each other, and then deal with whatever that we have meant to deal with, and just to take care of our mental health. Like, no matter what happens, if this is your energy, don't let people manipulate your energy. Everything is here. Your twin flame is here, your life is here, your job is here, everything is here, and everything else around you are just external energies. So don't ever let them break this. No matter what people do, they should not be able to disturb your peace. So be calm like water, be flexible like water, and just see where water takes you. So that's all for my lesson on water. Take care, guys. I love you. Bye.